What is one of the benefits of IT in agriculture?
Excellent choice. Improved predictability of yields is the right answer.
What do we use for preventing insect pest attacks? On track. Use insecticides, rodenticides is the correct answer. In India, NABARD does not provide refinance to Dash. Nice selection. Export-Import Bank is the correct and valid answer. What types of natural resources did England have?
You got it. Your choice, all of these, is right.
Agricultural Price Commission established in Dash.
Bravo. 1965 is the answer.
A seed needs dash, dash, and a dash to germinate. Right choice. Air, water, suitable temperature is the best answer. Which of the following is an extraction industry? Correct. Oil is the right answer.
Distribution refers mostly to the dash of goods.
Correct response. Transportation is the most accurate answer. 1 kilogram glucose solution is sufficient for.
Strong choice. 1,000 rice is the right answer.
How much of an agricultural product is produced?
Clear logic. Your choice yield is sound and 100% true.
Extra, or when you have more food than you need? Well picked. Surplus is the correct answer. Robert Bakewell and Thomas Coke introduced Dash.
Nice work. You chose selective breeding, and it is correct.
What was the name of the first farming village?
Excellent. Catahoyuk is a brilliant choice.
Which is most responsible for the food surplus?
Valid point. New tools is true.
Cropping season from November to May is called.
You chose Rabi, and it is correct.
How much of Australia is used for agriculture? Exactly. 48% makes sense, and it is right choice. To cause two conflicting sides of an argument.
Great thinking. Polarizing is the right choice.
Which bank was renamed as State Bank of India?
You're right. Imperial Bank of India is the correct answer.
Which is not a factor affecting agriculture?
Smart pick. The stock market is the correct choice. Percentage of protein in pulse by weight is.
Smart move. 17.25% is an accurate answer.
The Department of Refinance deals with Dash. Right again. Both A and B is a valid answer. Which crop is used both as food and fodder?
Well done. Maize is the right choice.
Grouper. When was the Industrial Revolution? Well reasoned. 1760-1840 is the correct choice.
How many banks were nationalized initially?
Good job. Your answer 14 works well here. What is the biggest threat to agriculture? Solid response. Climate change is a valid choice. Increases nutrients in soil. This is Dash. Great job. Fertilizers is the accurate answer. Which of the following is a micronutrient?
Good thinking. Q is the right answer.
A companion animal is also known as a dash. Sharp thinking. pet is the right choice.
The headquarters of NABARD are located in.
Nicely done. Mumbai is a solid answer.
Which were the first metal to be unearthed?
Perfect. Gold, copper is the correct choice.
When did the agricultural revolution end? Right choice. 1850 is the best answer. What are the three factors of production?
On track. Land, labor, capital is the correct answer.
In agriculture, production happens where? Well picked. On the farm is the correct answer. Focusing on a single profession or skill. Great job. Specialization is the accurate answer. Having sufficient food caused an end to. Sharp thinking. Nomadic ways of life is the right choice.
Where are our winter crops mainly grown?
Bravo! Western Cape is the answer. Identify first step during growing crops. Nice selection. Ploughing is the correct and valid answer. When people learn a single job or craft. Smart move. Specialization is an accurate answer. What were tools originally made out of? You chose stone, and it is correct.
An artificial means of watering a plant.
Good thinking. The irrigation system is the right answer. Which of the following is a rabi crop? Clear logic. Your choice, wheat, is sound and 100% true.
Government is dash source of credit.
Excellent choice. Institutional is the right answer.
The standard way of doing something.
Nicely done. Conventional is a solid answer.
What are the three forms of pesticides?
Well reasoned. Insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides is the correct choice.
Which is not a benefit of farming.
Strong choice. It was uncertain is the right answer. Which of these is not a rabi crop? Excellent. Groundnut is a brilliant choice.
In which year Ark was renamed dash?
Valid point. 1975 is true.
How is food production increased?
You got it. Your choice agriculture is right. Dash is another word for farming.
Smart pick. Agriculture is the correct choice.
This career includes dealing with.
Correct response. All of the above is the most accurate answer.
To have more than what is needed.
You're right. Surplus is the correct answer. A system to bring water to crops. Exactly. Irrigation makes sense and it is right choice. The headquarters of NABARD is in. Right again. Mumbai is a valid answer.
Processing happens in a dash.
Well done. Factory, mill, or plant is the right choice. Who invented the seed drill? Good job. Your answer, Jethro Tull, works well here. Food, clothing, and shelter. Nice work. You chose basic human needs, and it is correct. NABARD was established on. Solid response. 12 July 1982 is a valid choice.
Where did farming begin?
Perfect. Southwestern Asia is the correct choice. This image shows dash. Great thinking. Mechanized farming is the right choice. What is silt? Correct. Rich soil is the right answer. How you will get all these quiz questions in PDF books format.
Exactly. Contact Narayan Chengder makes sense and it is right choice.